In Isaiah chapter 27, verse 1, we read, "In that day, the Lord, with his hard and great and strong sword, will punish Leviathan, the fleeing serpent, Leviathan, the twisting serpent, and he will slay the dragon that is in the sea." Isaiah in this verse uses an interesting metaphor. Here he states that in that day, the Lord will punish Leviathan. Leviathan was a mythological dragon-like deity with 7 heads, which dwelt in the sea. Ugaritic literature portrays this creature as an enemy of order in creation. Isaiah's reference to Leviathan does not mean that he believed in myths. Rather, he used the myth to present a point. Leviathan represents an enemy of God. In that day, God will destroy his enemies. The book of Revelation, and in the book of Revelation, we see several references to the enemy of God. First, we see that the Lord cast down the ancient serpent who is called the devil. We see that in Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. And later, at the beginning of the millennium, we see that the Lord has an angel seize the dragon, that ancient serpent who is the devil and Satan, and will bind and cast the serpent, that is Satan, into the pit for 1,000 years. We see that in Revelation chapter 20, verse 2. And finally, we see that the Lord releases Satan from the prison, and after a time of deceiving the nations, has the devil thrown into the lake of fire and sulfur, along with the beast and the false prophet. Revelation 20, verses 7 through 10. The point for us to remember is that as believers, we do have a real adversary, the devil. And Peter says that he prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. That's in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. He opposes God, the people of God, the institutions of God, and the works of God. And Paul indicates that we are in war with the devil and the spiritual forces aligned with him. You can see that in Ephesians chapter 6. Engaging in this spiritual battle is a strenuous and uncomfortable exercise. Yet it is something that is part of the Christian life, and we must continuously strive by God's grace in it. But the good news is this. And Isaiah presents it, and John parallels it in the book of Revelation. It is that God has already written the devil's final chapter. It is a firm conclusion. He, the devil, is a defeated foe. And while we may grow weary at times in the battle against evil today, the time is coming when God will destroy his and our enemies. And on that day, we will never need to struggle against these spiritual forces of evil again. So today, we should rejoice because our victory is absolutely 100% guaranteed by God.